Have you ever seen a photo of a famous star that makes everyone stop for a moment? Well, we are talking about Natalie Wood, a legendary actress whose charm and beauty were unforgettable. But there is a moment in her life that shocked many fans, and people still talk about it even today. Yes, we are talking about a moment when Natalie Wood went topless on camera, and reactions were surprising. Before we get into it, let us take a quick look at who Natalie Wood was. She was born in 1938 and started acting when she was just a little girl. She became famous for movies such as Rebel Without a Cause, West Side Story, and Splendor in the Grass. People loved her for more than just her looks. She had a way of making every scene feel real and every word feel important. But behind the camera, Natalie Wood's life was full of surprises. She was not afraid to take risks in her career, and sometimes those risks got her into situations that became legendary. One of those moments was when she went topless for a scene in a movie. This was not just about shock value. It was part of a character she was playing. Yet, when fans first saw it, many were stunned. Imagine being a fan back then. People did not have social media, and most stars carefully protected their private lives. Seeing a beloved actress like Natalie Wood in such a daring scene was unexpected. It sparked conversations, rumors, and debates everywhere. Some people admired her bravery, while others were surprised to see someone so famous take such a bold step. But here is something interesting. Natalie Wood did not do it just to get attention. She believed in her roles. She wanted the character she played to feel real, and she was willing to take risks to make it happen. That is why, even though the scene was shocking, it was not random. It was part of her art. Now, some people might wonder, is it really necessary for her career? The answer is yes, in some ways. In Hollywood at that time, stars often had to choose between safe roles and daring roles. Taking a risk could either hurt your reputation or make you unforgettable. For Natalie, it made her unforgettable. Fans could not stop talking. Some people admired her courage, saying she showed that actresses could control their own choices. Others whispered about the scene in quiet circles, because at that time seeing such images was unusual and rare. Every picture of Natalie Wood was studied carefully, and this one became one of the most talked about moments in her life. What is amazing is that Natalie would never let the controversy define her. She kept acting, kept choosing strong roles, and kept showing her talent. People did not just remember her for that one bold moment. They remembered the actress who could make every character unforgettable, who could cry, laugh, and live on screen like no one else. And that is the thing about stars like her. Sometimes the moments that shock us the most are just a small part of their story. Natalie Wood had a life full of triumphs, challenges, and moments of bravery. That topless scene is just one chapter in a story that inspired millions of people around the world. Even today, fans look back at her movies and admire her choices. They realize that being brave does not always mean doing something extreme. It can mean staying true to yourself, taking risks for your art, and believing in what you do. Natalie Wood taught that in the most unexpected ways. So when people gasp at that iconic scene, it is not just about the image itself. It is about the courage behind it. It is about an actress who was not afraid to show the world who she was, even if it made people stop and stare. That is why her story continues to capture attention even decades later. And that is what makes Natalie Wood more than just a star. She was a woman who dared to be herself, who followed her choices, and who left a mark that can never be erased. That one moment shocked the world, yes. But it also reminded everyone that true art sometimes comes with bold decisions. So next time you see an old photo or a clip of Natalie Wood, remember that there is always a story behind every picture, a reason for every choice, and a courage that shines through, even when it surprises the world. Thanks for watching. If you want more stories about the lives of legendary stars and the moments that surprised everyone, make sure to check out our other videos. You will not believe the stories behind the scenes.